Good day, everyone. This is Dr. Francis Espinola, lead physical therapist of First Shepherd Therapy and Healthcare Staffing. How are you doing, everyone? It's a wonderful Sunday morning here, and looking forward to share some inspiration, some goodness, some purpose this morning. Hope you're having a good day so far. If you're ending your day overseas or you're just starting your day here in the US. So I'm winging today my winter bandana look, but because I'm having a bad hair day. So first and foremost, before we get started, I want to thank our major sponsor, First Shepherd Therapy and Healthcare Staffing, Dallas Fort Worth, Texas, where you can find quality physical and occupational therapy services right at the convenience of your home. And we're continually hiring physical therapist assistants, occupational therapists, and occupational therapy assistants in the Dallas Fort Worth, Texas area. If you would like to reach us out, contact us at 214-444-5959. If you want to submit a resume or ask a question, our email is firstshepherdmain@gmail.com. And look us at First Shepherd Healthcare Staffing.com. So if you're watching live today, please comment LEAD, LEAD. And if you're watching replay, please comment WELL, WELL. By the way, I would like to change how we pronounce this podcast show because there are a lot of the same name out there, which is Lead Well. So from now on, I will call you Lead Dwellers, my friends, still, but the show will be called as Lead Plus Well. Okay, it will be called as Lead Plus Well. Awesome. So, if you find this content as very helpful to anyone out there that you know that will be of good value for this show, please like, comment, subscribe. And by the way, we are here already in Instagram Live. So I'm expanding and I hit a shout out that I'm no longer in Friendster last. Oh my goodness. Or maybe you're still using that Noah's Ark bird email service. Man, you should repent if you're still using that. Okay, back at it. A little seriousness here. Okay, so our weekly wellness tip. As we want to give value and give you some evidence-based researches out there. Our weekly wellness tip is about acetaminophen and NSAIDs from Harvard Medical School, published in February 2021. So, according to that, is that acetaminophen, or much as well known as Tylenol here in the US, or some other brands, so they have like generic ones too, is effective on mild pain and is easier on the stomach. However, is toxic to the liver in high doses. Yes, and I'm really concerned about it because some of my patients, well, while I'm doing physical therapy, once they're in pain, they just pop a Tylenol every day. And that's why we have an advocacy that, before taking a pop a pill right there, try doing physical therapy. We have some pain management protocols also using heat, ultrasound, electrotherapy, um, relaxation techniques to ease the pain. So because some of this over the counter medications, if used long term, can really affect your system. So back on the tip is, and while NSAIDs, or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, oh my goodness, good thing I remembered it, or over-the-counter names are Advil or Motrin, is more effective than acetaminophen for certain conditions because they reduce inflammation as well as relieve pain, but it causes stomach irritation, which can lead to stomach and intestinal ulcers with prolonged use in high dose. What I'm saying here, because I'm not an anti-medication and all about, manual therapy. I'm not like that. I want some responsibility in using um, over-the-counter medications, especially prescription narcotic medications, because the thing right here is you use a pain medication for you to give comfort. Especially, I told my patient, if you're having difficulty sleeping at night, then you may use that so that it will help you sleep, because you need sleep so that you can have more strength the next day. So what I'm saying is, learn how this drugs affect your body. Okay, meaning Tylenol causes some liver dysfunction down the road, and NSAIDs can cause some stomach irritation. If you have like a problem with the liver and the stomach, then probably don't use these drugs. Find another way. Talk to your doctor. Okay, so just being responsible in taking the right over the counter drug will also lead you to wellness. Okay. Oh, there's a comment here. Let me see who's watching. Hi, Sister Mitch. Shout out to you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Okay, let's get back to the talk. Um, First and foremost, I would like to um, give a heads up that this episode is one of the closest to my heart. And I entitled this talks. This will be three parts, and we I entitled it "Leading Well in a Hopeless Situation." I believe anyone can relate to this, because once in a while in our lives, depending on how old you are, you will face a certain challenge that there are just no solution that you can figure out, even though how many times you research about it or find answers about it. So, because this is a very broad topic, I also subdivided it to three people I like to talk to, which are the parent, the caregiver, and the employee. So, this episode, we will talk about the parent. So, watch out for the next episodes this coming weekends. We will talk about the caregiver and the employee. But I would like to highlight the parent, because I'm a parent too, right? So if you know, and if you're single and you're planning to have a family someday, this is a good thing and a good content to know also. Okay, so let's get at it. So I have three advices for the parent in a hopeless situation. Okay, so number one, pain is part of the healing process. If you're on a situation right now that you just found out something that you don't want to hear and it causes you pain, it's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to just be quiet about it. And in an agricultural term, it's okay to be pruned or pruning. It says pruning is the removal or reduction of parts of a plant, tree, or vine that are not requisite for growth and reproduction. We are being pruned in painful situation and helps us to be more fruitful and prepared for the future. Meaning, being pruned is hard. I just wonder how the plant will say if one of the branches are being cut off, right? One of the dead branches are being cut off. It's not probably easy on the plant, but hey, the plant doesn't talk, right? But I'm just saying that um, it's part of the process. Pruning may be hard. God might be subtracting something from you, removing something from you in order for you to grow. Because that's also what pruning does for agriculture. It allows new growth, new branches to bloom. Okay? So I would like to share a story of a family I know, and they allowed me to, share their story, and I'm thankful for that. And that the couple was both an immigrant here in the US. And they have their firstborn 1 year after they have migrated here in the Philippines, from the Philippines. They have a beautiful son, and upon growing up, they have observed that he loves to line up toys, just wandering around the house, and had difficulty interacting with other children and adults. It's painful for the parents to see that their child is different from the other children of the same age. I'll continue with the story later. Number two, put your physical and emotional health as a priority. An example of this is when I'm riding an airplane on my flight. Excuse me for my allergies. For my flight, and every time the the plane takes off, before it takes off, there's always an announcement about what to do for safety, or if there's anything that unexpectedly will happen for emergency. There's always a term there where they say that once the oxygen pops out from the ceiling, I would say, if you're a parent with a child, you need to put on the mask of oxygen first on yourself before the child. Meaning, you need to be strong first so that the family can rely on your strength long term. Meaning, I know the burden of wanting to help your family, strive hard for your family, work, you know, your days just to provide for the family. But my friend, you need to be strong and healthy for them so you can help them more. Which I say your health and wellness is also a priority. Try to really take care of yourself and don't overwork so much that you feel like your blood pressure is already taking a toll. You're having anxiety attacks or anything that will harm your physical and emotional health. Seek professional advice if you need to. There's no shame in that. If you're a guy, you're a dad or a husband, if you feel like you need someone to talk to, like a pastor or a licensed counselor, go for it. Because that's the only way you can breathe out if you're having difficulty sharing it to anyone else. Go for it. Your wellness and mental health is a priority, my friend. Going back on my story, the family that I'm talking about seek for professional help with a medical psychologist at the son's 3.5 years and found out that their son has ADHD, anxiety disorder, and is in the autism spectrum disorder. The family was devastated upon hearing this. Depression, anxiety, anger, and most of the negative emotions all kicked in. The couple looked for answers everywhere and yet not find anything. They were blessed with a beautiful daughter in the year 2016, while still feeling lost due to their son's diagnosis. Okay? My third advice for the parent is to pray and persevere always in every victory, big or small, and through challenges along the way. What if instead of you wanting to change the situation is actually transforming you for the better? Meaning, there's a point in a person's life that they're asking God, Lord, change my situation. I don't like this. I want to give up on this. I want to just do it all over again or regret that I have done it. Well, instead of trying to figure out how to change the situation, why not look inside yourself in a soul level? Or I look at myself in a soul level, knowing that there's more that should be changed in me. Maybe I need to be more patient. Maybe I need to be more kind to my children. Maybe I need to be more loving when they are throwing tantrums and are disobedient in front of me. So the key here, my friend, is acceptance and obedience when you hear that still small voice to change your perspective, to find contentment on what you have right now, for the family that you have right now. Instead of seeing what is lacking, see and be grateful of what you have. I have a very wonderful verse in the Bible that I always come back. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. In Psalm 34, verse 18. So, if you're in a hopeless situation, my friend, the greater the pounding, the deeper the calling. That's my encouragement to you. Back to the story. With the newborn daughter, at 2.5 years old, they have been observing the same symptoms as what the firstborn was having, with speech delays also adding to the mix. The daughter was also diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. Both the couple questions God to why this is happening. One child is tough, but two is tougher. Looking for healing and support, they even migrated back to the Philippines for a couple of years to find family support and getting the appropriate and affordable therapy for their children. Though it's hard, the husband and wife persevere, living in two distant countries, for the father to provide the family's needs and pursue more schooling, while the wife tirelessly devoting and dedicated herself to take care of the special needs children. Through the process, they both have learned that prayer and perseverance in tough times, with great reliance to God, will help them overcome the challenge that life throws at them. There's no cure for autism, scientifically, and every day is a new day to have faith and courage for this family. The family has been so generous that they even allowed me to show a picture of them so that they can be a source of encouragement to anyone out there. So let me share my screen. This is the family I'm talking about. We are a special needs family. I'm a dad who leads in a hopeless situation. Let me introduce you to my family. This is my wonderful wife, Em, a wonderful and beautiful soul. My energetic son, Joshua, and my brave and courageous daughter, Sheena. We are a family still figuring it out, not perfect, but by the grace of God, we are learning to walk with Him day by day. As for me, God is the strength of my heart. I'm talking to you today not because my family and I had figured it out, and I am like you if you're watching this. I feel your burden as a parent. When things are not what you want to be, true leaders emerge no matter what it takes. And that's it. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching this. And I hope you find this content helpful for your journey. And never give up. As I said, the greater the pounding, the deeper the calling for you as a parent. Okay. So before I clock out, let me find again. Oh, thank you for Um, Sister Mitch, your teaching points, Dr. Francis, even I am not a parent yet, I can still relate. Thank you. I'm so encouraged by that, sis. All right. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week or day. And next week, we will talk about leading in a hopeless situation for the caregiver. So, as a banner cry, hear and lead well. Don't just lead, my friend. Be strong and courageous. Don't just lead, but lead it well. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.